what? Second Maccabees? No, it's in First Maccabees, ain't it? Yeah.
Right? So, you know, the camera stopped.
I don't think it couldn't have been that long, could it?
No, it couldn't have been that. But yeah, you know, the things that were written aforetime for our learning, it wasn't written for our discouragement, man.
One you just brought out, discouragement.
No, this is not discouragement.
Bring that back.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
All right, so that's what we use in the scriptures. Hey, that's our source of hope, man. All right, the Lord said that we are prisoners of hope, man. All right, that's what we got is the hope of the Lord, man. All right, that's what brothers is banking on, man. All right, because we truly believe in this, man. All right, hey, brother, I personally know brothers didn't forsake many things in their lives, man, to continue to do the work of the Lord, man. Hey, many aspirations and dreams brothers had, and wanted, because brothers is talented, man. Hey, brothers forsake that shit, to do this work, man. All right, just like the prophets of the old, man. You even see, Jonah ain't even want to. He tried to run off. All right, but what the spirit of the how I'm trying to say it. I'm rumbling on my words.
The spirit of the prophets or something.
Yeah, the spirit of prophets is subject unto the prophets, man. All right, because we didn't choose to do this, man. The Lord chose us to do this, man. All right, you don't choose the Lord choose you, man.
Second Maccabees, chapter 6, verse 12. Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastising of our nation.
Yeah, all right. So, sometimes, Jake got to go through that fire, man. All right, when you was reading around this time, you had a lot of Israelites that were being persecuted, all right, for serving the Lord, man. All right, but the Lord said, "Well, I didn't write this to discourage you, man. No, but I wrote this. Bring it back."
Second Maccabees 6 and 12. Now I beseech those that read this book, that they be not discouraged for these calamities, but that they judge those punishments not to be for destruction, but for a chastening of our nation.
All right, no man perish being innocent, man. All right, so the Lord is always with us, man. Even if what he say? What's the scripture you quoted earlier? You said, "I'm with the Lord even though He slew me."
Even though the Lord slay me, while I trust in Him, like you said.
All right, even though the Lord will slew you, what? You trust in the Lord, man. All right, like the brother brought out the good example of the prophet Job, man, who was brought down to a low estate, man. But what? Through all that, he trusted in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. All right, those Maccabee brothers, man, they what? Through all that, they trusted in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, and they had some gruesome deaths, man. All right, but they kept the faith. Even their mother kept the faith, man. She had to watch 7 of her sons die. All right, and she still gave all praises unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man.
Hey, the scriptures say she did it with a manly stomach. You know?
That's right.
She swallowed it. You know, she took it.
And ultimately, they understood death, though. They understood that was just the flesh. They understood that they were going to keep on carrying on to the Spirit of the Lord and go back to the Lord. They, as a family, they understood that death wasn't. You know, that was just a sacrifice for the Lord. They was going, you know what I mean? They was going to redeem something more precious than whatever that was. You know.
Because I believe the mother said something like, well, when I see you again or when I get you back or something to that effect.
Reincarnation, and they understood.
They understood reincarnation. Verse 13, it says, for it is a token of His great goodness. The wicked doers are not suffered any long time, but forthwith punished. For not as with other nations, whom the Lord patiently forbeareth to punish, till they be come to the fullness of their sins, so dealeth He with us. Lest that, being come to the height of sin, afterwards He should take vengeance on us, and therefore He never withdraweth His mercy from us. And though He punish with adversity, He doth, yet doth He never forsake His people.
Yeah. Hey, so even though the Lord judges us, man, but he never take his mercy off of Israel, man. We still the apple of the Lord's eyes, man. Right? Because, all the shit Israelites did, man, he could have been, chop this shit up with them niggas, man.
Yeah, which
Get
the
them
Lord,
the fuck out of here.
The Lord spoke on how he wanted to do away with us and make a whole
Talking to
other nation.
Moses. Yeah, he said, what, I'll make a nation out of rocks. All right?
But hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushua always, remember his covenant that he made with our forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Even Jacob was, holding the Lord, to his promises. Like, well, Lord, you said you was going to do this. You made the covenant with us. And the Lord
say, I am not a man that I shall
yeah,
lie.
right. The Lord is not a man that he should lie. And it's impossible for the Lord to lie.
Book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 10, it says, look at the generation of old and see, did any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Right. And I don't know one book, where that happened. Where man called upon the Lord sincerely, all right, and the Lord wasn't, dealing with him. Or the Lord forsook him. Even up until death, as we understand, Yahushua conquered that, and death is a transition. You go get your reward, in the heavens and ultimately in the kingdom of heaven. So the Lord ain't never did nobody who trusted, did him bogus, did him wrong, who trusted in him. All right, he ain't gonna forsake.
Verse 11, it says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy,
That's right.
long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction.
That's right. The Lord forgiveth sins. All right, he saved in the time of affliction. And that's it. We believe in that. That's the balance of the Lord. All right, the Lord is a man of war. The Lord, he'll bring that death and destruction. But also, the Lord, he has, a beautiful soul, spirit. But, he has compassion on those that who believe in him, fear him, and trust him.
It says, woe be unto the faithful heart, the fearful hearts.
That's right.
And the faint hands.
Yeah, but woe be into the fearful heart. The faint hands, the ones that are giving up, losing the faith, choosing to leave the faith. Go ahead.
And the sinners that go up 2 ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted.
That's right.
For he believeth not.
Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, he believeth not. Therefore what?
Therefore shall he not be defended.
Therefore what? The Lord ain't going to defend your ass when shit get real. Hey, don't be expecting the Lord to be with you and your ass ain't went out 3 months and you ain't been, or you just left the truth and you just, well, I know the name. At least I know to call up on the Lord in that time. Hey, but the scripture say not everybody that say, Lord, Lord, so enter into the kingdom. So just because I'm going to call upon the Lord, that don't mean the Lord going to be saving you. You have to put forth the effort and the work and endure to the end. The scripture say he that endure to the end shall be saved. Not no nigga who took his hand off the plow, went back into the world, and still don't know full precepts. Go ahead, brother. You on that?
It says, verse 14. It says, woe unto you that have lost patience.
That's right.
And what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
That's right. Woe unto you that have lost patience, nigga. What you gonna do when the Lord shall visit you? All right, what you gonna do when the Lord present that destruction right in front of your fucking face? When you get met with, teeth of wild beasts. What you just had over there, I don't know if it was Baltimore, but you got a big ass mountain lion roaming the streets. Everybody was taking off running from the motherfucker. And Esau sent the drones out for it, and they couldn't find it. And they said they knew about every animal they had, around in that area. They had track of them, but they couldn't seem to find this motherfucker. So I don't even know if they still found it.
I guarantee that was somebody who had an exotic pet in their house in that motherfucker.
Probably so. And the motherfucker, it was a mountain lion. They caught it on the blink. That motherfucker back came up to right here, looking like the actual lion that you would see, but it was a mountain lion. It was big as hell.
They said it's a lot of that shit going on in New York where they have people be
what's
buying
that,
lions and tigers and shit in their houses.
Well,
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone. Yeah. Yellowstone, Mountain.
There's a lot of shit, a lot of animals coming out of different places.
Yeah, they leaving.
And they ended up in people's houses being picked up.
What is script? Matter of fact, you gotta bring that up.
Austria's
Wild
children.
places shall change.
Change the places.
That's what's happening for real.
Yellowstone. You got flocks of bears, and they say bears don't even flock together. These motherfuckers was walking away from the Yellowstone.
That was fake though.
That was fake? Okay, Salaki, that was fake, right? What they did? don't know. They did say they had some accounts. It was
Animals,
other animals, though.
but that
know about the
video,
black bears type shit.
that video was from a it's called like Bear Country or some shit, where like a tourist type thing. Second Esdras 5 and 8, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters, which we in those times now. And hey, animals, they got a connection with the planet Earth, man. All right, so certain things and weather anomalous will go off. You'll have a shift in mechanical plates, and it put off certain things in animals where they'll get that signal to all leave, man. All right, before the danger comes.
Just like, you know, you got birds that they'll fly when the storm ain't came yet, but they understand that, you know, the storm is coming. All right, and that's why the book of Job talks about if you want to learn, you can learn from nature. All right, because, you know, they got that instinct.
We even got that in us. All right, they did a experiment where they was shifting the magnetic field in the room, and hey, even though people couldn't tell it, their brains was catching on to it. They was watching their brains, and their brains was shifting because of it, man. All right, so it's innate. But and we got at the end of this, because women shall bring forth monsters, man. We also in that time, man. All right, because hey, these little YNs is something else, man.
Yeah, so if you got these animals changing their places, ending up in your fucking neighborhood, what that's gonna bring forth? Come on, we talking mountain lions and wild animals. All right, what is that gonna be for? Scourges of amendment.
All right, imagine tigers on.
Yeah, running loose, and then these big ass, they be in trees and shit.
In India, they had a man-eating tiger that was on the loose for years. Ate like 500 fucking people, man.
Yeah.
This was one tiger.
Right. So, hey, just like we say, you know, these animals, they adapt. They probably adapted how humans work, and they understood that. Well, I can't get caught by these motherfuckers. Man. So let me get me a motherfucking hide out there. That's just mother bitches.
And this fucking tiger was like, people were so scared of it, they would start like staring in their house. This motherfucking tiger got hip to that and start breaking in windows and snatching motherfuckers up out of it, man.
The book of Sirach, chapter 39. The book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance.
Right, the scripture said that there be spirits that are created for vengeance.
Yep.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. And in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Right, who made all these beasts? Who made these monstrous beings? How much you know? And the scripture said they appease them. All right, so they please them. They do the work of the Lord. All right, when it's time.
Ain't no animal going off.
No,
You know,
they in that right.
right state of mind.
Yep. You know. So hey, expect more of that. Expect more mountain lions to be in your fucking neighborhood, man. You know. All right, fucking concrete jungle ain't nothing but a zoo anyway. The Lord gonna really let that real zoo out on niggas, man. You know? Hey, so hey, that about does it. You know, for this lesson. You know, Lord willing, the elect was edified and comforted. Until next time, I'll praise on His word be due. Until Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash. The Monosai elders, the apostles, great bills, some will say Shalom.
Yasharallah.
Kwam Yashua.